here at BLive, and I want to welcome you to it. I also want to give a special thanks to our sponsors. They are an Edmonton brewery. They have a fantastic tasting space, a wonderful restaurant, and a beautiful venue upstairs, just south of White Ave. They are our good friends at Polar Park, and I'm going to be enjoying this Kodiak Island chocolate oatmeal stout shortly. So thank you so much to Polar Park. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dave Sawchuk. Again, this is Sam Johnston, Lives in Your Phone. And we're going to bring Sam out. I mean, I don't know. Is a round of applause appropriate at this point? I think it is. I think it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a young man I'm very proud to call my friend. He is an excellent performer, a young and up-and-coming a writer, composer. He's an indie folk singer from Edmonton, Alberta. His name is Sam Johnston, and he's ready to play a song for us.
Alrighty, hi there. This is my song, Demons. I saw you last night. You came like color on the wind. Demons in my head tell me it's not right. They still sing the twisted hymns, and I say, oh no, no, where will I go when I'm haunted by your face? Oh no, no, go the terrible crow when your memory goes to waste. And the moon played a soothing tune and painted my bedroom wall. You came in on a bundle of starlight and took my mind with all. And I said, ooh, demons in my head remind me of you. Ooh, yeah, you. Driving me downward into sleep through the valleys of my mind, past the memories that I tried to keep locked tight and confined. Something I say that I look to overcome in spite of its lucid arms. I'm next to you and you're next to me, and I hold you in my arms. And I say, oh no, no, where will I go when I'm haunted by your face? Oh no, no, call the terrible crow when your memory goes to waste. And the moon played a soothing tune and it painted my bedroom wall. You came in on a bundle night, took my mind with all, and I said, ooh, demons in my head remind me of you. Ooh, yeah, you. And as the darkness falls, I see you fading light. What came on sunlight turns to dust in the break of day. And now I'm left here with an aching in my heart for a love that'll never end, but didn't ever start. And I say, oh no, no, where will I heart go when I'm haunted by your face? Oh no, no, call that terrible crow when your memory goes to waste. And the moon played a soothing tune and it painted my bedroom wall. Oh, and you came in on a bundle of starlight and took my mind with all. And I said, ooh, demons in my head, they remind me of you. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, demons in my head, they remind me of you.
Ah, God, what is it about rock and roll music? What is it? It just does something to you. Sam Johnston Lives in Your Phone is the name of the show. That, of course, is the performer Sam Johnston. Sam, you've been performing for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about just about your influences. Let's get to know you. Who's the greatest living songwriter?
Dallas Green, City and Color, without
Oh,
question.
wow! I love that. Have you ever seen Dallas?
No, but it is my life's goal to see and then play with him.
Yeah. He's excellent. Great songwriter.
Yeah.
How about who is the greatest dead songwriter?
Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley. Wow. Straight to Jeff Buckley. No John Lennon. 41 years since his death yesterday. Maybe that's just too old for you.
I mean, I can appreciate a good John Lennon here and there, but Jeff Buckley, like with Lover You Should Have Come Over, just like the second I heard that song, it was over. It's like, nope, this is the guy. He knows what's up.
He's my guy now. Yeah, he's my guy. Is that the type of guy you think about when you're writing, or with a song like Demons, the lyrics seem so mature and so haunting? Where does this stuff come from? Because Sam, as much as I'd love to say you're an experienced guy, you're a young man. You're still figuring a lot of stuff out.
Well, actually, the story behind this song was kind of interesting. My buddy had actually asked me, my buddy had been having these dreams about someone that he had used to see many, many years ago. And he had described to me the feeling, and I felt like I understood it pretty well. So I was like, hey, I'm trying to work on my songwriting. Do you mind if I turn what you've told me into a song? Do you mind if I play around with it and turn it into my own thing? And he's like, yeah, sure, fucking go for it. And so 2.5 weeks later, after playing with chord progressions and writing and all sorts of stuff, I came up with a proto version of Demons that I've then been tweaking and shifting in little bits here and there the entire time.
See, that's what great artists do, Sam. They steal.
Yep.
They borrow, right? That's super cool. What a great way to look at it. I've heard this great story. I want to repurpose it. Should we get to another one, or hold on? Should we be having a beer break right now? This is a rock show.
It's beer o'clock.
Yeah, it's beer o'clock. Okay, so just gonna go in here and
the chocolate oatmeal stout. That's the one I've got going here too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get after these here. Thanks again to our friends at Polar Park.
That's surprisingly good.
That's delicious. Wow.
You
Thank you so much. You've got another song for us. Tell us a little bit about Have Me Do before you launch into it.
Have Me Do is a song I wrote after I had seen a music video of a wedding. It just kind of came to me the idea of what does a commitment song sound like? So it sounds a little abstract now, but as I play, let's hope you hear it proper. Just gotta grab a pick. This is Have Me Do. The look of your eyes, neon lights, has me thinking about coming home and starting a fight. So we can wake up and watch you get over it. We cross the floor, I toss you my jacket. All my thoughts, they get too cozy in a rocket. My friends all say that I just get over it. But I can't let them go. And all the noise I hear about you, what would you have me do? All the hate you put me through, what would you have me do? Love you like it's 40 years, it's just so brand new. Darling, when I look at you, what would you have me do? I still hear your laugh in the back of my mind. As it plays, my heart it speeds and kind. So, but I can tell you're probably over it. I look to you and try to read your eyes, but all I get back is you staring blind. But this can't be the end of you and me. And I can't go that way. And all the noise I hear about you, what would you have me do? And all the hair you put me through, what would you have me do? Love you like it's 40 years, but it's just so brand new. Darling, when I look at you, what would you have me do? Picking 'em up, picking 'em up again. Picking 'em up, picking 'em up again. Picking 'em up, picking 'em up again. Picking up the pieces. Oh, and all the noise I hear about you, what would you have me do? Oh, and all the hair you put me through, what would you have me do? Love you like it's 40 years and it's just so brand new. Darling, when I look at you, what would you have me do? Darling, when I look at you, what would you have me do?
There he is, Edmonton-based indie folk singer, songwriter. I like to call you a composer because you got to be able to compose something gorgeous like that. His name is Sam Johnston. This is Sam Johnston Lives in Your Phone. Sam, I've been ignoring my jobs as a host, which are very few. Think about it. I've been missing the questions, so I want to get to some of them. And one, first of all, you mentioned Jeff Buckley as your favorite deceased songwriter. Great pick. What about Elliott Smith? Joel wants to know.
I haven't heard too much of his work, but I definitely respect the impact that he's made. He definitely merits some further research.
Oh, merits further research. Very mature. And what about, how long does it take to write a song, start to finish?
The initial draft of a song can take me like 15, 20 minutes if I get, because once I get an idea in my head, it becomes painful to not finish it. So I will sit down in my workroom and just hammer it out. And then I will spend the next 6, 7, 8 months tweaking and playing with it and altering it until I like everything about what I've got.
Right. So it's like a lightning bolt and then a slow burn.
Exactly.
Very good. Let's do the Big Bad Rock Star quiz. I've already asked you about some of your favorite writers. Here's a couple of bullet ones, real quick, rapid fire. You ready?
Gotcha.
Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Beatles.
Oasis or Blur?
Oasis.
Stay up late or get up early?
Stay up way late. I hate early.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram.
Red wine or white wine?
Neither. Whiskey.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Pineapple on pizza or no pineapple on pizza?
Both is good. It really should not be nearly as controversial as it is.
Yeah, why are people so wound up about it? Pineapple's delicious. Christmas presents, Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
I like to spread it out so I get a little bit of both.
Yeah, of course you do. Why not have both? Good. Marvel or DC?
Marvel for movies, but DC for comics.
Electric or acoustic guitar?
I actually have an electroacoustic, so I'll say both because I
Say
love.
both. Okay. And blondes or brunettes?
I gotta go with brunettes.
That would have been an obvious a little bit of both, Sam. Come on, help me out a little bit here.
Uh,
I thought you'd tee that one up. Okay, so we've covered your songwriting process. You've played some. I remember the first time I saw you was at a venue that no longer exists. Do you remember what that venue was?
yeah, brew, coffee, and beer house.
That's right. The venue's no longer there. It's now Toast Culture, which is awesome and great. But that was the first time I ever had a chance to see you. Let's see if we're getting any more questions. Anything super fresh that isn't fully finished yet?
Over the last couple months, especially with COVID and with university kind of ramping up, I've kind of been on a bit of a music hiatus just to like make sure that I'm focused with everything. But
Right.
I've got a couple a couple older songs that I'm planning on pulling out and bringing into the studio with me in January to record.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so new music is coming in January of 2022, which is going to be a big milestone for you, right? This will be your first ever recorded anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how are you doing it? Are you doing it alone? You doing it here in Edmonton?
I was able to I was able to annoy the hell out of one of my friends who is in the McEwen recording program. I was able to pester her relentlessly until she broke down and agreed to record me. So I was like, please, just a single song, just one, please, please, please.
Right.
And she finally broke down and said yes.
I love that persistence. That's also a nice. That's a good personality trait. And I just want, before we get to this, is the question I've been dying to ask you, because you and I, Sam, are men of different generations. I am in my 40s. You are in your 20s. When I was at an age where music was influencing me, which was probably about the same age as you, your early teens, right? 12, 13. My question to you, Sam, is why on earth did you choose to learn to play an instrument and not just play a computer?
I struggled a lot in junior high and high school with self-worth and being able to differentiate myself and feel unique about anything. So I decided, instead of feeling bad about it or instead of just wallowing, I'm going to pick a skill that's not terribly unique, but is unique enough to kind of set me apart from the pack, and I'm going to really dig into it. And after 3 years of obsessively studying everything I could about guitar, I got good enough to start playing shows.
3 years, that's a huge commitment. Yeah, exactly. Round of applause. Because so easy, what you see now is young people want to get into music, they become producers, which means they make beats. And I'm always thinking, oh my God, like, as cool as that is, does anyone learn piano or guitar anymore? And interesting story. Question from Michaela: when did you play your first show? We may have.
Real performance of any kind besides like school talent shows and whatnot.
You know what? We cut out during the beginning part of that question.
Okay. Yeah, my first show was at Brew Coffee and Beer House, the one that
Right.
yeah.
But maybe some school stuff before that.
Yeah, some school talent shows.
Right on. Well, I'm just going to mention your Instagram handle because this is where people can find out more about you and get updates. It's S Johnston, SJOHNSTON 3030. S Johnston 3030 on Instagram. If you don't go follow him, I will come to your house and chastise you on your porch. This is Sam Johnston Lives in Your Phone. It's on the BLive app. My name is Dave Sawchuk. Thrilled to be your host. You're here for Sam, so let's have a little bit more of him. He's got another song for us. This one's called Porcelain. Give it to us.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm only seeing broken situations. Maybe I just need a little time. Maybe I've been thinking about you, darling. Yeah. Maybe I'm just out of my mind. You're telling me your heart is like a stranger. The castle walls cry no alarm. To try to protect is rather noble, but loving hands, they know such harm. And if love's all it takes, and let it all in. And if my heart's gonna break, let it shatter like porcelain. And if love's all it takes, and let it all in. And if my heart's gonna break, let it shatter like porcelain. Oh, 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 oh. I have seen many great wonders, but I have seen along the way a damaged love is left to bleed again. Oh yeah. But it will heal in the light of day. And I'm losing all my self-control, and I'm looking for a hand to hold, to bring me in out back the cold. And if love's all it takes, then let it all in. And if my heart's gonna break, let it shatter like porcelain. And if love's all it takes, and let it all in. And if my heart's gonna break, let it shatter like porcelain. Maybe I'm only seeing broken situations. Maybe I just need a little time. Maybe I've been thinking about you, darling. Maybe I'm just out of my mind.
Oh, very good. Very good. Sam Johnston. The show is Sam Johnston Lives in Your Phone, and it's on BLive. That was beautiful. A song called Porcelain. Wow. Tell me about that one.
This one, I don't know. It just kind of came to me one day. I wanted to write something that kind of evoked some of that like old-fashioned like southern country, southern blues type sound with the like swinging kind of looser strum pattern and some of that more like country style vocal patterning.
Yeah, Ken says it's got sort of some Jack White to it, right? Sort of like, how Jack is so beautifully imperfect,
Yeah.
with everything he plays and how he plays it. And it just like gives that confidence. I can definitely hear some Southern, a little jangle, a little twang there. And that's really good. He likes his presents Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because why not a little bit of both? He prefers waffles. He is a Beatles man, not the Rolling Stones. And when it comes to blondes or brunettes, he's going to go with brunettes. That's because, from what I understand, Sam, your lady's a brunette.
That she is. Well,
Excellent.
Orange, then to pink, and now back to brown.
Okay. Then you're getting all colors of the rainbow there, too. You can follow Sam on Instagram at sjohnston3030. And you're promising us you're headed to record with a friend of yours in January. What are you going to record, by the way? Have you made that decision?
I'm thinking of actually doing Porcelain just because it's one of my most fleshed out and like compact songs where like it's one of my shorter songs, but everything in there is there with specific intention. Yeah. So I feel like that's an easy one to take into the studio. And actually, if I may go back to your producer thing, this actually talking about taking it to recording kind of reminds me of something. So I've got a couple friends who are producers, like you said.
Right.
They've got the like, I can play beats on a computer, I can create all this stuff. And I've got friends that are rappers that'll work with producers where they walk into the studio, lay down a couple bars, and then go get Subway. And
just like the Beatles did at the Cavern Club all those days. Exactly. They would come in, Paul would spit a few bars, then they'd go get Subway. No, that's not how it works if you want to become a musician. You spend hours of work, like you did. 3 years of training before anyone went for Subway. I'm sorry, Sam, I get worked up.
No, definitely. But like, there is something about the agonizing drudgery of being in a studio that inspires you to create something good, because there is no greater frustration in my life than having to record the same 3-second line 17 times over and over because you don't get the timing quite right on this one little section.
And the 17th time has got to feel like it matters.
Yeah, you do it over and over and over again until you either throw your guitar or get it right.
How do you maintain the energy? Because we know that Fleetwood Mac used cocaine.
Haven't gone that far yet.
Thank God.
For a combination of perfectionism and massive caffeine use.
Yeah. 17 times on one line to get it right. And that's another thing, that is, and again, I don't want to disparage young people who want to learn some music.
Yeah.
But, there is just something about the human element that is being removed by some of these modern tools. And what can I say? It just doesn't blow my hair back. And when I can see somebody pick up a guitar, compose something beautiful like you've done with the 3 songs, write lyrics and have a story behind it, that, I don't know, man, that's enough for me to get up in the morning. So one more time for Sam Johnston on Sam Johnston Lives in Your Phone. Thanks again to our friends at Polar Park. Tipping back this delicious chocolate oatmeal stout for now. And I do want to mention for those that are on, there's a couple of great shows tomorrow night. I am particularly excited about a friend of mine, Grant Johnston, who is hosting with a guy that I've seen perform live a handful of times. You know what, Sam? I'm starting to think you and I were standing in a room once together when Al Nevin performed. I think it was at Have Mercy. I think he used to be in like a 2-piece that used to perform up there on Thursday nights. I have a feeling, something tells me you were there, but does that sound familiar?
It very well might have been, because I've been to Have Mercy a couple times pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's him. I think it's the same guy. Anyway, Al Nevin and Grant Johnston tomorrow night at 7:30. I've RSVP'd for that one because I'm pretty jazzed up about it. And I know there's a show after that too, which I'm sure is going to be great. I just don't know anything about it. So I don't want to, ruin the surprise. So I'm going to say goodbye Sam, thank you so much for coming on. You are an incredible young man. I can't wait to hear Porcelain recorded in the spring. And if you need some encouragement for that 17th time through, give me a call and I'll talk you through it.
Will do. Thank you so much, Dave. Great to play for you
All
again.
right. Good night.
Good night.